When I stole that championship belt a couple weeks ago, it was about respect. It was about taking what you feel you earned. And life ain't always fair. And I'm from right here, Ohio. And you people know life ain't always fair. You can't get a car loan because on a technicality, you don't have a good enough credit score. So now you gotta walk to work, your children gotta walk to school on a technicality. Your boss pushes you around even though you're better at his job than he is, and he talks to you like you're an idiot, but he's the boss on a technicality. So when I took that championship, it was about screw technicalities. It was about taking what's yours, what you deserved, what you feel that you earned, what you know in your heart and your soul that you deserve, that you earned. It was about just taking it. But I'm a grown-ass man. And I lost fair and square tonight. I climbed that ladder, and I didn't like what happened when I came down. I lost fair and square, and I'm man enough to admit that. So I'm gonna fix this leg, and I'm gonna stand up on my own 2 feet again. And one day, I'm gonna be world heavyweight champion, and there ain't no paperwork, and there ain't no technicalities, and there ain't no bullcrap that's gonna stop. Keep it up, my nigga.
This is Mr. Gooch JJ Show. Back in it.
We coming for you, nigga.
Yeah.
Suplex City, bitch.
Brett, screwed Brett.
You keep on kissing babies and hugging fat girls. I did it for The Rock.
Alright, son. Since we ended the show kind of abruptly last week, I think we should start off, just saying some stuff about Dusty Rhodes. He passed away last Thursday, right? It was last Thursday.
I believe so, yeah.
Man, everybody around the world feeling that. I can't tell you how many times I heard that Hard Times promo or just freaking seeing this dude pictures online and stuff. And it's like everybody has a Dusty Rhodes story. It's like, damn, it's like he influenced a whole bunch of people. Oh, and before we got on, I said I was on whatculture.com just now, and it says Bray Wyatt was the brainchild of Dusty Rhodes. I'm like, Bray Wyatt, maybe that's why his promos are so good. Think about it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes, and then Jake the Snake came in there for a while, and train him a little bit. He's down there at the Performance Center. I heard he was a pet project of Triple H before. Triple H is a good promo, even though when we was younger, every fucking show of Raw started off, "I am the gamer," and then he just talked for like 20 minutes and shit. But rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes, man. His funeral was yesterday, and X-Pac, son, went off on TMZ, son. You ain't hear about that?
Nah, what happened?
Cause they released the 911 call of his wife calling 911 because he fell and stuff. As soon as it come on, she's like, "Don't move," and then she like trying to tell him that he needs help. And the 911 operator is just a fucking dick, son. You talk about me being an asshole. I'm really not an asshole, but you talk about me being an asshole. This how this dude did. She was like, "Send the ambulance," and all this and that, and he was like, "Calm down. Me talking to you isn't gonna stop them from coming," and all this and that. You just gotta listen to it. This motherfucker was just such an asshole. Like, he was being inconvenienced. And then X-Pac went off on TMZ, like he's sick of them releasing the video. Not the videos. The 911 calls, and just think it's just in poor taste. X-Pac been on the road this week. First is this. He's standing up for Dusty Rhodes and all of them, and then he going off on China saying that she was lying after she went on the radio show talking about Triple H hit her and stuff. But before I get a little sidetracked, but yeah, funeral was yesterday. there's a few people in attendance. Tyson Kidd with a neck brace, Natalia. Trying to remember off the top of my head. Obviously Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Just trying to remember. But anyway, is anything you want to say about the American Dream?
Well, all I want to say is that, he influenced a lot of people, some of the wrestlers that we saw growing up and, we're seeing right now. He paved the way. He influenced some of it, like you said, on the performance center. He was helping them, helping them out. And I got to see we got to see that a couple of times on Total Divas, if I'm not mistaken. We got to see, him, helping, some of the divas, some of the talents over there, in the roster. So, it's just, like, I don't want to sit here and pretend like I'm overly emotional, over what happened. It kind of sucked. It kind of hit, it kind of hit us hard, but at the same time,
he wasn't our generation.
Exactly. Exactly. But, it's still, when I told you about when it happened, it just kind of felt like, damn, like we lost one of our own, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like we lost our uncle. Shit. Like
exactly.
Uncle Dusty, Uncle Old Dust.
So yeah, man. So it sucked, man. But I hopefully, his rest, he's resting in peace, up in heaven, man. And one thing I do gotta say, WWE may not make some dumb. I know we said that we're not gonna get into craziness and stuff like that, but I hope WWE doesn't try to do anything funny with his death, because they did, they've done it in the past where they use people's death, as storyline. But
I think anyway, you already jinxed it, man. You already jinxed it. We gonna fucking see Goldust come out there and win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Anyway, man, but yeah, man, Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, because Dusty Rhodes, he's not even our generation, but he's one of them names that you, like, before I even knew what Dusty, I'm talking about when I was younger, before I even knew what Dusty Rhodes looked like, I already knew the name, Dusty Rhodes, I knew him from, I want to say WCW, I seen him WCW commentating, and then I knew that he was Goldust's father, but then, once YouTube started getting big, once niggas was teenagers, YouTube came up maybe around like 05, 04, around that time. I started to get into wrestling a little bit, started going back, started searching for a few people. I came across Dusty Rhodes, started seeing the promos. I don't think there's anybody that hasn't heard the Hard Times promo. And he's like, you've been out of job working 30 years and they give you a watch. One of them shits. And then I didn't go back and watch a Dusty Rhodes match until I got the network. Because when we first got the network in that February, I went back and I was starting to, trying to watch a little bit of old stuff. I'm from the Attitude Era. I watched my fair share of Stone Cold and all that, but I never saw, like, Ric Flair matches from, like, the 80s and shit like that. So the first one I watched was, I think it was Starrcade 84? Starrcade 84, I think it was, when he won the belt, but they did the Dusty finish. No, that was Starrcade 85 when he won the belt. It was he did the Hard Times promo. Then he fought Ric Flair, won the belt, and then they took it back because the second referee came in. That match was good, but then he came to the WWF and did the polka dots and all that. But that kind of got him over, though, because I even remember my aunt telling me that she used to watch wrestling and that one of her favorites was Dusty Rhodes. He used to wear the polka dots and come out and them just the comment, man, and all that. I'm like, some people felt that was demeaning to his character, but he was probably the only one that could make that work, because think about it, son. If he was to debut today, fat-ass nigga, wearing polka dots with a lisp.
No, he wouldn't get over, man.
From the South, son. And if he would have came up today, he would have came from TNA. So he wouldn't have never. They would have never given him a. They would have never given him a second look.
Yep.
Man, and he's the living proof that you ain't gotta look like fucking Hulk Hogan for people to consider
you don't have to be a bodybuilder.
You don't, but man, we lost one of the greatest promo talkers ever. Lost one of the greatest personalities ever. Just, rest in peace to him. He's probably up there fucking booking the supercard for Heaven versus Hell or whatever, booking the storyline up there, booking Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit, I probably fucked up the tribute by mentioning Chris Benoit, but man, fuck it. Man. R.I.P. Dusty Rhodes. But speaking of this, what do you think is going to happen to Stardust? You think he's going to come back to Stardust? Or?
Part of me feels that we'll be a disservice if he's continued to be here. Even if it is part of a storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like, the best thing for him to do is, best thing that they could do is, give him a spot where he will be able to I don't want to push him all the way to the main event scene, but just give him a spot where, like, he could, I don't know, maybe
how would you feel about if he was the one to beat Cena for the U.S. belt?
Oh, I don't know, man. I think, I would think would be shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It'll kind of feel like the Rey Mysterio winning the World Heavyweight Championship, but if they did it right, if it was the right story, like, let's say, put it this way. What if, because I think everybody's expecting when Cody Rhodes comes back, he's going to be Cody Rhodes, but I don't think they should do that. I think he should still come back as Stardust, but it's like he can't deal with the death of Dusty Rhodes. He can't go back to Cody Rhodes, right? So it's like he's having a hard time with all this and that. And then you have Goldust come and basically pick up where their story kind of was, where he's saying, like, I want my brother Cody back. What's going on? Like, our father, before he died, he wanted you to live on the Rhodes name. What are you doing? So then Cody Rhodes can say something like, I know it'll bring up flashbacks of freaking Batista, of freaking who said Eddie's in hell or Eddie's dead or something. Randy. Yeah, I know it's gonna bring up one of them. But you could have Cody Rhodes say, like, no, Cody Rhodes is dead, just like his father or something, right? So then that's when you can have, like, Goldust versus Cody Rhodes. Have officially Goldust versus Cody Rhodes. I don't give a fuck what pay-per-view it's at, because they saying Mania, but I don't think they're going to ever do it at Mania. You have Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. Goldust beats Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes just freaking, he's like losing it. Like, well, not Cody Rhodes, Stardust. He's just losing it. He's like breaking down. He's smearing the paint. And then it's just like, you have this heartfelt moment. It's like Goldust beat him, but the match is irrelevant. Goldust consoles Stardust, like,
yeah, they gotta have a moment after the match.
Yeah, and then that's when Cody Rhodes, like, I guess he does an interview. He does a heartfelt interview. Like, he got to do the best interview he ever did, like, backstage, and he says something like, this Stardust shit ain't working, and, I don't know what he gonna say. I don't want to try to write his promo for him, but, he got to get a promo of his life saying that he want to live on the Rhodes name, but he don't know how he can step out of, he basically saying he wants to step out of his father's footsteps, so he want to make him proud. So that's when he says, that's the next night on Raw, John Cena has the open challenge, right? Because I'll get into that later, why you'll see. I'll get into the whole challenge later, but John Cena will still have the US belt. John Cena issues the open challenge. Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody Rhodes says that the United States belt was his father's belt. It was the belt that meant it was the second belt of the NWA of WCW. So Cody Rhodes beats John Cena for the United States Championship as a tribute to Dusty Rhodes. But then you gotta push Cody Rhodes, like, give him that push, not like main event, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, just upper mid card. Maybe that's how you can freaking get him out of the slump and offer this Stardust character, but you never know. shit, he might stay Stardust forever. Goldust did.
I don't know, man. The thing is that there's gotta be a match between both. I think that's what Dustin would have wanted. They gotta have a match between both of them, but have they gotta have some sort of moment after the match. At least that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do. Like they cry or some shit, but
yeah,
we'll see. But I don't know if I really expect Cody Rhodes to be back anytime soon, because you never know. It's hard losing your father, but my condolences to the Rhodes family and to all of that. But yo, you know what? I said listen to the 911 call, but don't do that, because that shit is heartbreaking. Because the first thing you hear is Dusty Rhodes' wife screaming at him, telling him don't move. So I guess he just fell, and then she fucking, it's just recipes to him. But yeah, I just had to start off like that. But this is the episode 9 of the Gooch and JJ show. Gonna go through the Money in the Bank pay-per-view that just passed. We're gonna talk a little bit about Raw, Tough Enough, shit that just happened through the week. If you listen to the show, you've been a fan of the show, you know how shit go. You know how we do. And and hopefully you should have subscribed on iTunes, Stitcher.
Yeah, that's the main important thing, man.
Yeah, Spreaker Radio. We're on TuneIn Radio now. I finally put us up on the YouTube channel, so you can always search us on YouTube.
About time.
We on Twitter, GNJJShow. We on Reddit, Mr. Gooch and JJ Show. We on Instagram, Mr. Gooch and JJ Show. So there's no excuse for you.
We're on everything, man. We're on everything.
Yeah, so if you just want to listen to us, listen to two dudes just shoot the shit and give, unconventional views.
Shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit right in the toilet. But I guess we should get into this Money in the Bank. What's good, son? And don't start with some shitty ass pre-show match, because I didn't even watch that bullshit.
No, you know what? I think you know where I'm going. I think you know where I'm going with this, man. I think you know where I'm going to start with this, man. The primetime players, man. They're the new tag team champions of the world, man. Oh my goodness, man. My mind is blown. That's all I got to say, man. You know what? At the end of the day, it's better. The chase for the title is better than being a champion. But at the same time, you know what? This is so, they deserve this, man. They deserve it in the worst way. I kind of feel bad for the New Day, but you know what? I want to see the New Day being challengers, you know what I'm saying? I want to see them in this role again. See how they come back from this. But, just to wrap it up, at least, well, not to wrap it up, but just to get my thoughts, man, on the primetime plan. This is my personal feelings, man. I'm not giving you no insights or whatever, man. I'm just happy, man. Title Sunil, baby. The dog bark. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Titus O'Neil. I'm not really a fan of Darren Young. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he's gay. I hated this nigga before I knew that he was gay. I just really don't like him. I like him a little bit now that he, grew some facial hair. He looked like kind of a badass a little bit, but I can't really connect with him. I don't know what it is. But the only thing is, I'm not sure. I don't think they should have took the belt off New Day just yet. They was just getting hot. They was just getting heat. They was just getting over with the crowd. And for those of you who follow the live tweets, and when Titus O'Neil hit the Clash of the Titans, that fucking spine buster, and the ref counted 3, I was not expecting that. I was wilding out. I went off on Twitter like my boy Titus O'Neil. But then thinking back on it, I don't know. You don't think that they were just transitional champions, like they just holding the belt for someone else? I can't see WWE having enough faith in the primetime players to keep them on that long.
I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that. That'll be so messed up, man. I just don't want to bring myself to thinking like that, man. Because that would be so shitty, man.
I would have thought that they won the belts and then they would have dropped them right back to the New Day the next night on Raw, but that didn't happen. So I really don't know where they're going with this. maybe they're gonna drop the belts to Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
I
Never
mean,
know.
I don't want it to be a transition. Let it ride, man. Just let it ride for a couple.
Yeah,
For a couple months, man. We'll see how far it goes, man. And but don't take the belt away like that, man. You know, like I said, let the New Day be, you know, have them in the role of being challengers. The chase is better than, you know, the being a champion. At least in my view.
Not if you're a heel, though. I don't know if the chase is
No,
better
exactly.
if you're a heel.
Well, still, it depends, man.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm trying to think. There has to be something bigger than this. Like, there's a reason the New Day lost the championships when it was just getting over, and there's a reason Kofi Kingston is fighting Brock Lesnar. I thought maybe that they probably there's a shot in the dirt that they would have won the Money in the Bank, but then fucking Sheamus won it. I couldn't save that fucking Sheamus. We gonna get into that, but I just had to get that out. But then Sheamus won it, and then it's just I don't know. Are they just gonna bury the New Day? I know that gets the word bury gets thrown around a lot, but we've seen it before where someone just wins the championship, and then they're white hot, and then
and especially when they're black.
Yeah, you're right. Especially when, but son, we had 2 black people win matches, you know, during the pay-per-view. Well, 3. The primetime players, that's 2, and R-Truth.
Yeah, and that's a nice little segue. When it comes to the pre-show match portion, R-Truth defeated Kim Bella. I mean, what do you want to tell me, man?
Oh, and if you think that was funny, on Raw, Truth came out wearing a fake like Burger King crown. He had like toilet paper for a cape and had a plunger for you know that shit that Barrett hold, right? He had a plunger.
The scepter.
So, you know, another King of the Ring wasted, and another black man that's just shucking and jiving for Vince McMahon.
Honestly, man, I have no. Yeah, to me, let me tell you something. As fucked us, the King of the Ring is dead to me, man. It's dead.
I have a theory. You don't think WWE wants? Okay, I don't think WWE wants certain people to get above a certain level. I don't think they want certain people to get more over than another person, or to get so over that they don't need WWE. Because think about it. Why does it seem like every single person that got over on their own, that they didn't plan to get over, they tried to bring them down? And then the ones that succeeded in spite of the company, it seems like WWE has a problem with them. Stone Cold got over in spite of the company, and now the company don't like it every time Stone Cold doesn't do what they want to do. Same thing with CM Punk. So they don't want another situation where somebody else gets more over, and then, you know, they can't basically control them, I guess.
Well, you know, the company thinks that their word is right. You know what I'm saying? So if they think that, let's say, instead of Stone Cold, that's a bad example. Instead of CM Punk who's white hot, you know what? Let's have John Cena because he's, you know, more good with the kids. But you know, the thing with WWE is that they want that corporate face. You know what I'm saying?
But that's bullshit, though. Man.
I understand that's bullshit, but that's we're no longer in the attitude era.
You know what's like? Think about this, son. What's the main story? What's the main storyline in WWE? It's the authority and what's best for business, right? So you're going against the establishment. So why, in theory, if everybody knows, I don't want to keep. I like Roman Reigns, right? But I don't want to seem like I'm bashing him. But why would the people go with Roman Reigns and they know he's the face? And why would they go with John Cena and they knows he's the face? Because even though Seth Rollins is the focal point of the authority, we know in real life the real future is John Cena and the Golden Boy Roman Reigns and certain these people. So people are not gonna want to cheer for these people because they're basically the establishment. They have to go over extra and overboard, but I don't think they see that. That's why they chant for the unconventional choices because that's the rebels. Stone Cold, he wasn't a corporate guy, but they still made money with him as the face of the company. So you can't sit here and fucking tell me that CM Punk couldn't have been the face of the company. You couldn't sit here and tell me Daniel Bryan couldn't have been the face of the company.
Of course they could, as long as the company got behind them, but they never did.
And what pisses me off is when Vince McMahon had that interview with Stone Cold, and he said that Cesaro doesn't connect with the crowd, and that's why they can't push him like that. But look at Sheamus. You mean look at Sheamus and Big Show.
He's got exactly. Well, there you go.
Like
there you go.
Sheamus has no fucking fan base, and how the fuck does he get chance after chance after chance? But you can try your best to get yourself over, but it's like you have a black mark on you. Like what? Well,
let me put it to you this way. At the end of the day, is I guess just like in real life, because this time it's in real life, and maybe you can equate to this. It's who you know. It's who you know. It's who you know in the company that helps you get ahead. And who is Sheamus friends with? Triple H. Now, who is Triple H's golden boy? Roman Reigns.
Oh, and think about this. I'm a big Kevin Owens fan right now. I think he's the best thing going on Raw right now. The feud with him and John Cena is best feud we've seen like in a while right now, right? But if you really want to get it there, why Kevin Owens can do what he wants to do right now, and why he gets to do what he want to do and nobody else can, he's Triple H's boy. If you really want to get there, that's really what it goes down to. It's who you know and who likes you. Because I'm pretty sure. Because think of this, Triple H didn't like Chris Hero, and I remember the reports that was coming out was the main reason Chris Hero, Cassius Ohno or whatever his name was, the main reason why he got fired from NXT was because his physique wasn't all that. But then you sit there and you look at guys that's coming up, Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt. And all these other guys, they don't have the best looking physiques.
Exactly.
But they still get a chance because Bray Wyatt is a Triple H project. Kevin Owens is Triple H's project. Neville hasn't really been screwed with, but if Triple H wasn't there, Vince McMahon would have shitted on him.
Of course. Now look at just use Punk. Use Punk as an example. Do you think that Punk, if he had Vince's ear, which I don't want to say he had a little bit of his ear, but
Triple H had Vince's ear more. So
exactly.
Vince can say, "Oh, I think Punk should beat The Rock and go to Mania," but not saying that this happened because we know that we all know the story. I'm just saying because
we all know Vince.
I'm gonna get the
Vince gonna side with exactly. We all know Vince is gonna side with The Rock, but just giving an example here.
Yeah. So like if Vince was like, okay, I want Punk to go over The Rock and fight Cena at Mania, Triple H is gonna say, well, Punk is not the best looking guy, he can't be believable to beat The Rock. The Rock is jacked. But if Triple H was buddy with Punk, I think Triple H probably would have sided with. If Triple H wasn't buddy with The Rock and he was buddy with CM Punk, there's no doubt in my mind he would have said Punk should go over The Rock.
Of course.
If that was happening, but we know how it went down. So don't send me angry tweets, angry emails. I was just using an example because you know how fucking people is. I put on Reddit today that I think that John Cena should beat Kevin Owens. I'm gonna get into that later, so you too don't kill me. But I explained it. I think John Cena should beat Kevin Owens in the next match, and these motherfuckers going off on me, and it's like you didn't even read my fucking point. As to why I think John Cena should beat Kevin Owens in the next match.
Oh man, people coming after your life.
Yeah, and they say I'm the asshole, but it's like this dude because this is how I started it out. I was like, John Cena should not beat Kevin Owens next match. Hear me out. And the person wrote, "You lost me at hear me out." So I'm like, if you didn't even fucking listen to the point, like, but
man, you lost you right now. You lost him right. Hear me out, man. If I was even giving you a chance.
But yeah, it all goes back to who you know. So all the people that's on top. Seth Rollins is on top. He's Triple H's boy. Randy Orton stays at the top even though he doesn't do shit. Why the fuck are we getting another Sheamus versus Randy Orton feud? That's what we headed for. It looks like at Battleground is going to be Randy Orton versus Sheamus, and we seen the match this week and last week, and they're going to fight again at Battleground. The match is not announced, but you know they're going to fight at Battleground.
Again, nice little segue into our next match. Just to close out on the Arsenal became Barrett thing. I know we kind of got sidetracked on that.
That's a pre-show.
The King of the Ring tournament is dead to me. I would no longer put anything. I would no longer put any sort of attention to it at all because I know it means shit. Okay, so that's my take. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the Attitude Era, it used to mean a lot. It was just like the World Heavyweight Championship. The WWE Championship. It used to be or WWF back in those times. The King of the Ring used to mean that it will be a stepping stone just as the champ. Even like the it will mean just like the Intercontinental Championship though. It will be a stepping stone in your career. But that's no longer the case. So, you know what? Fuck WWE. I don't give a fuck.
I think winning the King of the Ring hurt Barrett. It hurt him more. It really did hurt him.
Then it
more.
helped him. Yeah.
Think about it. It hurt him more than it helped him because first of all, King Barrett, they took away Bad News Barrett, so he's no longer, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. He's no longer saying that, so he doesn't have a catchphrase anymore. He comes out to this ugly ass cape, ugly ass crown, ugly ass pole that he holds, and he scepter comes out to the shitty ass King of the Ring logo. They took away the God Saves Our Queen, and he just comes out to this generic fucking rock boom 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 bullshit. He loses to R-Truth, I think twice. Can't remember the last person he beat besides the King of the Ring beating Neville. Has he won a match since he won the King of the Ring?
I don't think so. Truth be told, you know what? I don't understand how people can. People are afraid to speak up, man. If I was the King of the Ring in WWE, and I'm booked, and I know before time that I'm booked to lose to R-Truth, I said, man, fuck that. That's not gonna happen. That's the thing with Punt. Punt didn't give a shit.
Yeah, and that's why they don't want them people to have power.
So again, to me, that's bullshit. Fuck the King of the Ring. I'm done with it. So,
that's bullshit. How, man, it's just. I hate that they have so much talent, but they squander them, man.
Wasted. Left and right, baby.
Barrett. Why not have him? You could put him in the Authority. You could have threw him. Why not have more than just Seth Rollins in the Authority? Instead of having Kane and fucking excuse my language, Kane and J&J Security and all these irrelevant people, you could have had Seth Rollins, throw in Barrett. Why, instead of having one Undisputed Future, why not have like three? So then Authority, you can say, exactly. Oh, we have our people who we think are going to be the future, not just the one person who you make a chicken shit champion whose only real victory is against Dean Ambrose, and it still came out of, we're going to get into that, but it still came out of a fluke. WWE just don't know how to book. Dusty Rhodes dies, and then it just shit just fucks up.
Status quo, man. Status quo. But anyway,
and I know it's not because of Dusty Rhodes dying, but I'm just
saying.
Of course not. But
anyway, moving on. Money in the Bank ladder match. Before I even get into the and I'm saying there's other good matches that we gotta get into. Obviously the John Cena Kevin Owens match and Seth Rollins, but not for nothing, man. I feel like, and you know me, like I work Sunday, so I don't really watch pay-per-views anymore, and I don't even have the network anymore. But for anybody listening, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm just giving my insight. Anyway,
you gotta watch it on a delay and shit.
Not for nothing, man. Some of these outcomes, and some of the outcomes of these matches, man, they are so shitty, man. Can I just say, even before we finish giving the review, this pay-per-view is shit to me. I mean, this pay-per-view is just shit. I'm just going straight up, just say it, just throw it out there. But anyway, Anyway, Sheamus beats Adrian Neville, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, Kane, and Dolph Ziggler. Now, last week, you know, as you know, I gave my prediction that Roman Reigns was going to win, and that Dolph Ziggler was my dark horse, right? I believe, I'm not sure who your dark horse was. I think it might have been Adrian Neville. I'm not sure.
The match wasn't even all that good.
And honestly, I know you feel a certain type of way against Roman Reigns, which I understand and I get. But, you know, you can't have him look weak.
He'd have been a better court choice, though, honestly.
Exactly. You know, if you proclaiming that this person is going to be the face of your company in the future, you cannot have him look so weak. Okay, this is not John Cena when John Cena lost to The Rock at WrestleMania 28, and this was his redemption. Okay, you know, Roman Reigns is a young super. He's not established like John Cena, and he's looking very much weak in the process. I don't remember. I don't recall the last time he won a pay-per-view. To be honest, man.
Here come to make Roman look strong.
Yo, I mean, but let's be serious. If we know this guy is the face of the company, the future face of the company, we know that.
It's inevitable.
Okay then. But do you think this is helping him? What, do you think that the crowd's going to go sympathy over a loser?
But let me play devil's advocate for a minute. Hear me out. Because watching Raw put things in perspective. You didn't watch Raw, right? Alright, let me just, okay, so apparently, you know how Roman Reigns lost the ladder match, right? Bray Wyatt interfered and cost Roman Reigns the match.
Yeah, I heard about that, that they're supposed to be going to start a feud.
Yeah. So on Raw, Roman Reigns came out like, I'm pissed off at Bray Wyatt, this and that. So Bray Wyatt comes out cutting his usual promo, and he said the reason why he stopped Roman Reigns was because, like, on Raw a few weeks ago, Roman Reigns beat him to go into the Money in the Bank, and if Bray Wyatt would have won, he'd been in the Money in the Bank. So he said he wanted to take something away from Roman Reigns that's special to him. So, you know, you think about the Money in the Bank ladder match. He said, I'll cost you the match because you beat me, but I still want to take something away from you. So then he started, he pulled out the picture of Roman Reigns and his daughter, right, playing the I'm a Little Teapot. And he started singing I'm a Little Teapot, right, about Roman Reigns and his daughter. So, when I say I want to play devil's advocate is, if Roman Reigns would have won the Money in the Bank briefcase, the people would not have accepted that. They would have been booing him like, oh, he's being shoved down our throats. This storyline with Bray Wyatt that's coming up, I think is going to be designed to get sympathy on Roman Reigns. Because I think this storyline is going to be dope. I think it's going to be dope if WWE don't fuck it up. They got so many ways they can go with this. But if they have Bray Wyatt fuck with Roman Reigns' daughter, you can't really in good conscience cheer for Bray Wyatt. So you're going to be rooting for Roman Reigns to get his revenge. So I think they're doing this to get the people on Roman Reigns' side. So then when he does win the belt, he'll have, you know, some sympathy under his belt, you know. That's what I think. I think this whole thing is designed to get Roman Reigns sympathy. Because if he would have won the Money in the Bank, then it would have made the next few months kind of predictable, you know. Like we knew inevitably Roman Reigns would probably win the belt at SummerSlam most likely. But Sheamus is not a better choice because I'm going to say it right now. We all know without a shadow of a doubt Sheamus is going to win that world championship now that we know he's going to win it. He's going to win it, man.
Let me tell you something. If that happens, man, that's oh my goodness, man.
He's going to win it.
That would be so shitty, man.
I have a theory that Roman Reigns is going to probably beat, I don't know who's going to be the champion. My guess is Brock Lesnar. At some point, Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar for the belt. Sheamus is going to cash in and win the championship. And then your feud is going to be Sheamus versus Roman Reigns because Vince McMahon and WWE and Triple H and all them, for some reason, they see Sheamus as a big deal.
Do you just, like, listen to yourself, man. Do you think a storyline like that sells? Come on, man.
What, Sheamus versus Randy?
What's no versus Roman Reigns, man?
Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. Hell no. But you never know. I don't work there. I'm not a booker. Stranger things have happened. We've seen feuds that we think that was probably suck and it ended up being good, but I'm sorry, Sheamus just doesn't do it for me. Sheamus is the same person that he was. He's a heel now, but he's the same person he was when he was a face. All he did was change his look, and all he did, he became, I'm an Irishman that likes to fight, and I smile. I'm a babyface. Now he's, I'm an Irishman with a mohawk and a stupid beard, and I like to fight. And I say Fohawk Bella. So that's basically all it is. He didn't change anything in his arsenal. He don't have any new moves. Nothing's really different about the character. That's why when you put him in a match against Randy Orton, it's boring. Like Randy Orton versus Neville, that would be a good match. Fucking hell, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns was a good match. But I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. I don't want to see Sheamus versus Randy Orton.
Honestly, man, the way I see it, Sheamus was such a shitty show.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but SmackDown just came on, and guess who just came out?
Sheamus?
Yes.
Of course. Why am I not surprised? Anyway,
he's about to cut a promo. It's on mute, so I can't hear. I can't hear him. So.
It's for close cashing it.
Yeah.
But anyway, to me, this is such a terrible choice, man, because, listen, Sheamus was okay. There was a point where he was okay. Back in his run as a heel, when he started, and even as a face. You know what? He was okay. He was decent. But he's never been credible enough to be someone that I consider to be a world heavyweight champion. Okay, you know what? You want to give him a one title reign, maybe two in his career? Okay, fine.
He already got like fucking three.
I know, but that's just what I'm saying. I'm just giving an example. But the fact that you want to give him more, I'm sorry. I know you got to vary. Sometimes you got to vary. You cannot have the same people be world champions. I understand that. But I'm sorry. If this does not help, if Sheamus being the Money in the Bank winner does not help and benefit Roman Reigns, his push towards being a main event, I am sorry, this was a waste of time. And I'm beginning just like the King of the Ring. I'm learning this right now. Just like the King of the Ring, I'm beginning to feel a certain type of way about the Money in the Bank, the way this shit is going, man.
After Seth Rollins gave prestige to the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. What a shitty way to go, man.
It took a notch down. Sheamus ain't cashing in at WrestleMania.
Hell no.
But
can you imagine that? Can you imagine what people will feel if that were to happen, man?
Does Sheamus even sell shirts? Are there any Sheamus fans?
Maybe as a face, he sold a few.
Because I said on prior episodes, I'm liking the Sheamus character. Like I'm liking the climb, but then you just have him haul off and just win the Money in the Bank after he lost to Dolph Ziggler. After he lost to Ziggler and he got pinned by somebody else. I can't remember, because I remember when he got pinned, I said, really? Who else did he lose to? It was somebody stupid like R-Truth. I can't even remember. But think of this. Name WWE top heels that they have right now. Starting from number one. Who's the top heel? And just go down. Name 5. And then you'll get your answer to why they gave the briefcase to Sheamus.
Okay. Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm. Big Show, Kane.
That's the thing. Like I don't wanna give you this shitty people, man.
Bray Wyatt. That's
okay. Bray Wyatt, I can believe that.
But that's it. They gave Sheamus the briefcase because they don't have any credible main event heels, and they trying to get Sheamus some credibility. But you already shitted on Sheamus so much that you can't do anything. That's why Kevin Owens is getting the push, because Who else you got? You only have Seth Rollins. He's a chicken shit heel, so nobody's gonna even believe anything. They can't believe that he can beat you up. Kevin Owens, okay, he's the best heel that they got right now, in my opinion. Just because he plays the part so well. He plays the chicken shit. He's not a chicken shit, but he plays a heel great. Like when that time when Cena wanted to fight and he just got out the ring, or whenever he fights, whenever the match begins, he gets out the ring. That's as a heel tactic. Instead of, he's not scared, he's just being a heel. And then after that, you got Kane, Big Show. Then you got Sheamus, Bray Wyatt. But Bray Wyatt, he doesn't have any credibility because who does he beat? He said he wanted to be a new face of fear. He lost to Undertaker. Exactly. He said he wanted to bring negativity to Ryback. He lost to Ryback. He lost to Ryback, right? Yeah, or did he beat him? I can't remember. You see, there you go. The feud meant nothing.
I don't think they had. Yeah, I don't even remember that they had a feud. Quite honest.
Rusev is hurt, but he got buried by John Cena. Well, he didn't get buried by John Cena, but he lost to John Cena, and we don't know if he's gonna recover from that. And I can't think of another heel. Adam Rose.
Really, that's a credible heel.
The New Day, the New Day. You can't name 5 heels. There's only 3 credible heels. That's Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Bray Wyatt.
Oh, maybe it's gonna keep on John Cena here.
That's why it's time. They should have turned Roman Reigns heel. I understand they want to do this Bray Wyatt storyline, but it would have been so much better if you would have just had fucking Dean Ambrose win the belt, Roman Reigns cashes in, then the Authority says we don't want Seth Rollins anymore, and you bring the real Golden Boy, you bring the real established future, you bring the real face of the company into the Authority. Then you have Dean Ambrose feud with Roman Reigns. And then you can have Seth Rollins come to Dean Ambrose like, oh, we need to take down the Authority, Roman Reigns, this and that. And then the story writes itself, but you give the briefcase to Sheamus?
Honestly, man, I to me, I will know. Listen, man, I can't be behind that, man. You can't. I'm sorry, man. I just, to me, I don't feel like I can be, behind this, him being the Money in the Bank, because most of the time, most often than not, the Money in the Bank winner becomes world champion. I can't picture Sheamus being a world champion. Not before his injury, and not now after he came back. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. And if that's what it turns out that it happens, I will be, listen, man, I will be just disappointed in so many ways, man. Because but then again, I do expect it from WWE, but, I would think they would have some sort of common sense. Like I said, man, if this somehow leads to Roman Reigns being improved down the line, I'm all in.
He's already getting over, so I think this is going to be the storyline that, if they do it right, I think this is going to be the storyline that probably gets them over that hump. If they do it right, but I don't think WWE has the balls. I don't think WWE has the balls to literally have Bray Wyatt kidnap Roman Reigns' daughter in storyline and then do something. I don't think they have the balls to do it. They don't do it. I think they're gonna fuck it up, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Like we don't know the story. We don't know. Maybe Sheamus winning the briefcase can turn out to be a good thing, but I doubt it. If Sheamus can change his character and just get a niche, get something, just don't be boring, then maybe it can work. But I just don't see it. I don't see the Sheamus shit working. I just don't see it. But hey, I'm not a wrestler. So anyway, what's the next? What's the next match?
Nikki Bella versus Gooch.
Let me say something about this match. This match was good. This match was good until the finish.
Twin Magic.
Twin Magic.
Of course.
But they did the Dusty finish. They did the whole Nikki came in there. Brie came in there. Damn, I can't remember. You see, they did this twice. Hold on, let me get the card in front of me really quickly. Cause they did it twice. They did one when this was the one they did the Dusty finish when Paige beat Nikki. Yeah, this the one when she took out the tissues out her breast, right? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, but I remember the match was kind of good. I had to take a shit, but I went back and I watched it. I'm like, this match is good. What you think about it? Or you we know you didn't watch it.
Well, truth be told, remember that I think it was last week we talked about how, I'm not sure if it was last week or the week before, that Nikki Bella might break AJ's record.
It's gonna happen. She got like another 2 weeks, right?
I think
another month.
I'm starting to believe in that.
Well, if that makes you sad, I got something that's gonna make you happy. Okay, so apparently on Raw, after Paige didn't win the championship, she had all the divas in one room. She's standing on a chair. She says she's tired of the Bella twins. She's tired of them getting opportunity after opportunity just because of who they married to, and she thinks she just needs to. Everybody needs to take a stand. So Bella twins come out of nowhere and say, "What's she talking about?" Everybody, it looks like everybody hanging on to her whole word. And she says, it seems like ever since she helped Stephanie McMahon, and she said it just like that, right? And then all the divas, they didn't side with Paige, so they left Paige, right? So, if all the divas are not on Paige's side, right, and Paige is by herself, later on in the night, she had to have a handicap match against the Bella twins, right?
Yeah.
She's going to have a partner. And I don't think it's going to be a regular diva. It maybe someone from NXT. So that might make you happy. She might bring Charlotte. She might bring up Charlotte or Sasha Banks. Maybe not Bayley, because I heard Bayley broke her arm. Tragic.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but she's still wrestling though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just had a cast on and she wrestled. I think a house show they had last night or the night before. Yeah, so. Do you think Nikki Bella would wrestle with a broken arm? I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so either. No.
But yeah, maybe this is a storyline for the NXT girls to come up. But that's not even a highlight of the whole segment. The highlight of the segment was Naomi's ass. I don't know if you've seen the picture.
Oh man, you're the worst.
I don't know if you've seen the pictures that I put on the Twitter GNJJShow or the Instagram Mr. Gooch JJ Show. Her ass was out of this fucking world. It was better than Nicki Minaj. It was better than Iggy Azalea. Her ass in this segment was by far the greatest ass I have ever seen in my life, and I know I'm probably over exaggerating, but at that moment, Jimmy Uso made me jealous.
Oh, man.
If there's anything that you should go back and watch on Raw, it's that. It's the Kevin Owens powerbomb Machine Gun Kelly, and it's Naomi's ass. And and Brock Lesnar, but Naomi's ass. I'll rather look. My highlight of Raw is Naomi's ass, not Brock Lesnar. It's Naomi's ass. All right, so yeah. Anyway, we could segue to the next match, but I had to say something about that.
Anyway, just to finish up on Nikki Bella and Paige, man. Paige, when she came up, man, she was such a force to be reckoned with, man. You feared that every time she will go up against AJ or whatever, she could possibly win the title. Right now, she's just being reduced to shit. And that seems to be the deal with WWE lately. Just putting shit out there, man. Just throwing shit together on a big. R-Truth winning, Sheamus winning, Nikki Bella winning. That's three shit down the list, and go for a fourth one. Now we got Big Show defending Ryback by disqualification, but nonetheless, he still wins.
Man, they fucked that up, man. They really did. But Ryback, he's getting over. But that match, man, I thought that match was gonna be so more. Like I even said it on the show last week. I said, looking at the card, Big Show versus Ryback, people would have skipped that. But I thought that match had a potential to be one of the best matches. But they let me down. Why? They let me down just so they could have The Miz involved in it. Like, it's a lower card, it's a mid-card feud, man. You can afford to have fucking Ryback just beat Big Show clean and just be done with it. Move on. Why don't he defend the belt and just run through people, man? Fuck it. Let Ryback be the fucking Brock Lesnar of the mid-card. Like, he's big as shit. Like, just... That's the problem with the Ryback.
And the worst part is, man, that that's how you're supposed to build people. I mean, you can have people be indestructible, and then at one point you have them come down back to earth. I understand that, but like this whole deal. I'm getting to a point where does WWE think that Ryback can be a big guy? Because I'm going back to WrestleMania 29, man. Because I mean that was shitty, man. And I mean, you know how I feel about Ryback. I mean, I could care less about him, but just for the purpose of trying to think something for him. I just don't feel that what they're doing to him is right. Because I mean, you're supposed to be a champion, man. And the fact that Big Show's still around, like, Jesus Christ, man. We got to throw a party, man, when Big Show retires, man, because, I mean, it's getting to a point, man. This shit is getting ridiculous for him, man. He gotta go, man.
Oh, man. It's just, I don't think WWE, I know I don't work there. I'm not a booker. I'm not a wrestler. But it just seems like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know how to book people. Like, certain things just seem so black and white. If Ryback just won the Intercontinental Championship, or if Bad News Barrett just won the King of the Ring, shouldn't there be a push? Because technically, Ryback lost. Big Show won. Ryback just kept the belt. That doesn't make Ryback look good. And then you waste the moment on Raw of him picking up the Big Show.
You're devaluating the belt in the process.
So it's I don't know what they're doing. Now WWE has been it's been better than it has been, for the last few months. But it's just, when I see shit like this, when you see the good booking that they have of the Kevin Owens and John Cena match, and then you just see everything else, it's just like, what are you doing? You have like two things that you're focused on, and then everything else you just fuck up. But I guess that's a nice segue to Cena and Orton. Cena and Orton.
John Cena versus Kevin Owens, champion versus champion match. Well, obviously, champion versus champion match, but it's not like 4 belts were on the line. John Cena's defeated Kevin Owens, man. So
did you watch the match, son?
No.
Watch the match. This match. Of course it was match of the night, but I was having a hard time debating if this was better than their last match. Now, this match, I would have said it was better than the last match, but they had a few botches, and Cena won. I don't mind John Cena winning because the match was actually dope, and then what happened afterwards and the progression. That's what I'm saying of the good book, and I'll explain it. But here's how it happened. First, John Cena botched he tried to do a sunset flip, but Kevin Owens he like couldn't hold him, so they went into the ropes. But then John Cena ended up executing the flip. So it's like it worked out, but it was still, you know, kind of crazy. But I don't really want to go through the shit. But yeah, so Cena won, hits the AA. After the match, Cena tries to shake Kevin Owens' hands. He says, "You belong." Kevin Owens just looks at him, and he attacks John Cena, powerbombs him on the apron just like he did Sami Zayn. Took the shittiest powerbomb on the apron I've ever seen, but okay. So that was good. And Kevin Owens did the "you can't see me" to kid in the crowd. Now this where I say the good book. This is with good booking. John Cena won. Kevin Owens came out the next night on Raw and says, "Okay, John Cena won, but he wasn't a good winner. He extended his hand and told me I belong. He said, I know that I belong." And he said John Cena was just trying to hog the spotlight by extending his hand. He could have just left the ring and all this and that. So he said John Cena was just trying to be the hero, and that's what he had a problem with. Same reason why he powerbombed Machine Gun Kelly off the stage.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, he said the same reason why he powerbombed Machine Gun Kelly off the stage, because he was trying to be a hero, come back to the hometown of Cleveland and play music and try to uplift people. And he said, and what got me, this is why he powerbombed him too, because Kevin Owens came out sarcastically clapping, and Machine Gun Kelly extended his hand. So Kevin Owens just looked at his hand, and then that's when he just went ballistic. Just fucking threw this thing off the stage.
I did catch that on Raw. So
yeah.
You know what? I think like you said, like you said at the start of the show, John Cena versus the John Cena and Kevin Owens feud has been the best thing, man, to happen to WWE right now. At first I would kind of be like, I don't know, I would be somewhat cautious about having Kevin Owens come up because I think that the NXT belt gotta go before you can fall. I mean, he's in the roster, and I know we spoke about that. He already signed the main roster contract, but I think soon enough, man. Once Finn Balor, they do the next pay-per-view, NXT, Finn Balor gotta take that belt away from him. But Kevin Owens, I think at this point, I think we can both agree. Well, I know you agree, but I mean, I'm pretty much sold. I think he's ready to come up, man. You know what? I know we always shit on creative and on booking. And
you said Kevin Owens should come up?
No. I'm saying that he's gonna come up.
Oh, he's already up.
Exactly. It's already up because of the main roster contract.
We all know he gonna drop the belt to Finn Balor on Independence Day.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that even though like once he loses the belt to Finn Balor, once Kevin Owens loses the belt to Finn Balor, I feel like that's when, like, oh yeah, man, that's it. No more NXT, man. No more NXT appearances, man. Just from here on out, Raw, SmackDown, we good to go. You know what I'm saying? And like, me personally, I feel like yeah, man, like, this what they did with him with John Cena, this feud that they had him do with John Cena was a good booking by WWE. And I know we always shit on WWE for their booking, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they did this with John Cena, that John Cena was able, I don't know if they're gonna have another match after this, but at SummerSlam, never mind. The next pay-per-view is the fucking background. Anyway, the fact that John Cena was able to put Kevin Owens over, I like that. And even though John Cena won and Kevin Owens lost, I can respect the fact that Kevin Owens has held his own throughout all of this, man. So me personally, man, you know what? Like before I was cautious, man, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm fully supporting Kevin Owens, man. Hopefully, you know what? I'm not sure about any main roster titles just yet, but you know what? I got a feeling, man. Royal Rumble comes around, it's gonna be a fucking force to be reckoned with, man.
Yeah, Oh, he fought Samoa Joe on NXT on yesterday too. By the way.
Oh yeah, I seen the pictures of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you two scenarios how I think the next match will go. This first. Okay. Kevin Owens' main point is John Cena is a hero, right? So this is just one scenario. I'm gonna give you the second one. What if John Cena beats Kevin Owens clean, right? And oh shit, wait a minute. No, okay, no, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, okay, change it around. Never mind. I only want to do that scenario. Let me do this scenario. Okay, the next match. What if Kevin Owens finally beats John Cena, right? Not finally beat him, but he beats him, wins the United States Championship. Kevin Owens tries to shake John Cena's hand, but John Cena says no, right? Or he's reluctant, and then Kevin Owens leaves, and then Kevin Owens come out and says, oh, John Cena's a fraud because he's not a hero, he wasn't a gracious winner because he didn't shake my hand. And he was being a hypocrite, right? Because Kevin Owens has a problem with John Cena extending his hand after he won, but now that Kevin Owens won, he has a problem with John Cena not shaking his hand. So then that's when he could say, you see, kids, hustle, loyalty, and respect, that goes down the toilet because he didn't show me respect last night, right? So then John Cena can be trying to, I don't know. He could fucking turn heel. No, he's not going to turn heel. But he can, I don't know where you go with this, man.
Because
I was gonna say maybe it's just I don't see WWE even putting the edge to John Cena. Because I was gonna say, what if John Cena, he doesn't show that sportsmanship, but I don't even know if WWE is gonna let him not do that.
Not to get sidetracked. I don't know if you're watching on SmackDown right now. I guess they had Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, just fought Kane and Sheamus just like a little bit, just like I guess they were having like a little promo and they were just fighting up. So, Roman Reigns always sticking his nose in it. But yeah. Anyway, man. So yeah, man. Just to like finish up the point, man. I think it was a good job. I think overall with John Cena, they've done a good job with the US belt, man. I wish we could say the same thing for the Intercontinental belt, but at least I think the US belt has some prestige, man. I think it's safe to say that it's back to where it should be. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Owens, man. Yeah, I'm pumped to see what he can do. I really hope that he's on a high profile match at SummerSlam, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, man.
All right, son. Okay. What about Kevin Owens loses to Cena?
Battleground.
Okay. If you want to do it, okay, yeah. You could do Battleground because this'll. I think they could do a fourth match. He loses to Cena at Battleground, right? Clean. Now, just hear me out. He loses to him clean. Kevin Owens extends his hand. John Cena doesn't shake it because, he doesn't trust him. Then that's Kevin Owens comes out the next night on Raw, says John Cena wasn't a gracious winner. He wasn't he's not really a hero, this and that. And that's when the fuck, just lost my train of thought. Okay. So then that's when Cena wants to stick up for himself. So that's how you get to the fourth match. So Cena says, fuck it. How do you get to the fourth match, though? I'm trying to think of... John Cena could always say, well... damn. I just think the fourth match should be a stipulation, though.
Well,
we
can figure out that there's probably, Kevin Owens probably still have the NXT belt by the time of Battle. I'm not sure when Battleground is, but they'll probably have the belt.
Battleground is in July, I think. July 15th or something. So he probably wouldn't have it.
July 19th. So yes, he probably gonna lose the belt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So most likely he will win the United States belt then.
Yeah, but I would have much rather see at SummerSlam, but that's the point that I was trying to get. If he still hold the NXT belt, then you can use that as an excuse for not having the US title match. But I think eventually the U.S. belt, gotta be on the line. And honestly, man, I don't know about you, but I'm okay with she not dropping the belt to Kevin Owens.
Okay. He's not gonna drop it to him at Battleground though. So most likely this match, I think this match is just gonna be some shit that sets up a even bigger match at SummerSlam. That's why I'm trying to figure out how do you get there. Like
Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam.
I don't think they're gonna do it. They got the Hell in a Cell pay per view. They ain't gonna do it. But
well, they did it at Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, but they still haven't the pay per view.
Son, that's Mania and that's Triple H and Undertaker with Shawn Michaels. They ain't. They
could do whatever. They could do whatever fuck they want.
They gonna make it an I Quit match. And then Kevin Owens gonna finally make Cena say I quit and to prove that he's not a hero and make his son cry.
Man, can you believe that, man?
Can you believe that would actually happen? Then you can really call me Gooch Christ.
Yo, man, that show would be crazy, man. But anyway,
but this match, is gonna. I think this is gonna end in some bullshit, like a double count out or a disqualification or some shady shit. I don't think Kevin Owens leaves with the belt, but I do think he'll probably leave with it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean we'll get into the prediction for Battleground once Battleground comes around. Wow, I just realized we have a long time now between the next pay-per-view, and we got probably a good 3 weeks.
Finally,
so we've only got some time to we're gonna be able to talk about the missed opportunities, man. But anyway, up to the main event, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins defeated Dean Ambrose. So talk to me, man. What do you talk about? What do you thought about the ladder match?
It was a good match, but it could have been better. It was an awesome match. It was I would say it was the second best match of the night. It was a lot of not a lot of spots, but it was good. It was a good match, but it wasn't Razor Shawn level. It wasn't Shawn Michaels and Jericho level. It was more match. It was more on the lines of The Rock and Triple H when they had their ladder match for like the Intercontinental belt. I like the finish. I actually did like the finish because it made Ambrose not really look weak, and it made Rollins look like he got a little bit credibility.
Yeah.
And after the match, Ambrose cut his own Hard Times promo. I'll put it at the beginning of this episode when he basically says stuff like I'm from Ohio and I took the belt because I felt I deserved it, so I just took it. And he said sometimes you can't get a car because you got bad credit, and you gotta take your kids, you gotta walk to work, your kids gotta walk to school on a technicality, and your boss, you may be better at your job than your boss, but your boss tells you what to do just because he got the job on a technicality. So he says that that's hard times and shit like that, and I apologize to people. I'm a little tired, so I'm not really all that. Asshole. No, I'm just saying. I know my thoughts ain't really all up in there, but it was a good match, man. It wasn't. Nothing really stood out. We could say that it was a good match, but there's nothing that stood out. Like nothing, no big spot that happened. The biggest thing that probably happened was Ambrose getting power bombed on a whole bunch of chairs onto a ladder on the outside, but that's basically it. Or he did the dirty deeds on the table and it didn't break. So.
Man, that's that's gotta be one of our missed opportunities, man. The tables, man, they never break, man. Anyway, listen, I mean, the way I see it, again, you was right. I can, I have to give you props, man. That's how this is gonna play out. Seth Rollins defeated Dean Ambrose, and now he's moving on to play Brock Lesnar on Battleground, which I thought they were going to say to SummerSlam, but I was wrong.
Brock Lesnar has to destroy Seth Rollins, man.
The way I see it is, you know what? This setups Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar to a crazy match, I think it's gonna be a very high. You know what? You're gonna see people subscribing, man. You're gonna see people, and even myself included. I might subscribe. I'm not sure yet, but I just hope that even though Dean Ambrose lost, he looks strong. Um, I want him to be able to, move on from this loss onto his next match, still, going with some credibility. Now, I'm not sure who he's facing next. I'm not sure what his next feud is gonna be. Obviously, you got Reigns for Wyatt. Seth Rollins gonna be Brock Lesnar. At this point, we don't know. I don't know who is there to pick for Dean Ambrose. But as long as Ambrose look good enough, strong enough that he can move on and still got credibility, I'm fine with that. Seth Rollins, well, like you said, man. I mean, he's gonna get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry to say that, man.
So when it's all said and done, the night after SummerSlam, who's the world heavyweight champion? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it Lesnar? Or is it Sheamus? I'll listen to your answer, then I'll give you what I think is gonna happen. I'm gonna give you my prediction. But what you think gonna happen?
I'm gonna go on in the limb and say Sheamus.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think Lesnar destroys Seth Rollins Battleground. That sets up the rematch at SummerSlam, right? Rollins beats Lesnar, right? Sheamus cashes in on Seth Rollins, wins the belt. Sheamus joins the Authority. Seth Rollins is kicked out.
The only way I see it, though, because that's a possible way. I can understand that, but the way I would see it is, Lesnar beats Rollins
at Battleground.
No, at SummerSlam. Because I'm not sure if I want to believe if I want to believe that Brock Lesnar will lose twice.
Oh my God! Don't.
Not twice. He will get the belt, then for the next pay-per-view, he lose the belt just like that. I mean, that would be. I think that would be like a cop out.
It's
WWE.
It's WWE.
I mean, I know, but still, that shit would feel like a cop out.
I don't know, but Sheamus beating Lesnar though, cashing in on Lesnar. I don't know.
Well, it gotta be some crazy shit. Or, well, damn, I don't want to say. What if Sheamus do the triple threat, just like Seth Rollins did, and he pins Rollins this time?
Man, that shit would be so shitty, man.
I understand that, but can you really picture anybody beating Lesnar?
But if they was gonna do that, the perfect person to do that would have been Roman Reigns. Like if they would have did that and they would have did Sheamus, it would have had the same effect of fucking Brodus Clay coming out. Like it would have been no. I'm not saying it's Sheamus Brodus Clay. What I'm saying is it would have had the same effect of you thinking Brodus Clay was gonna come out and be this monster. He come out as Funkasaurus. It would have been like, this is not what we was expecting, but this is not what we want, and anything else would have been better. Like honestly, like Sheamus, like that's not even a buzz. That's like when Seth Rollins did it. He cashed in. He was on ESPN, and everybody was talking about it. It was like you seemed you was happy.
He was. I think he was in Good Morning America too, man.
Yeah,
the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah, if Sheamus cashes in and win it, ain't nobody gonna be talking about Sheamus.
And you know what? And that's what the value of WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If Sheamus wins that championship, the ratings are gonna go down.
Of course. Hey, but you know what? Well, that's on them.
But hey, to each his own. That's what they want to do. And then it's their company. They can do whatever the hell they want, man.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Battleground. In your opinion,
Money in the Bank.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little ahead of myself right now, man. I'm like you, man. I'm not thinking straight.
Yeah, we just had 3 pay-per-views in a row, so you can't really.
Yeah, you can't really fault us for that. But anyway, what is your give me a number, man? What do you think about Money in the Bank?
You know what? It wasn't a terrible show because I was kind of into it. I liked it, but it wasn't. It wasn't nothing cracked up to be. I would give it maybe about like a 6, I guess 6.5, just because it lost point. The Money in the Bank ladder match, it could have been so much better. It didn't live up to it, and on top of that, Sheamus won, so that kind of fell flat. Nikki and Naomi, that was a good match, but the outcome kind of fell flat. The Primetime Players, I'm all for them winning, but their match was like 4 minutes long, 6 minutes long, and
Yeah, 5 minutes with 48 seconds.
yeah, it would have been better if the Primetime Players won, but they had an awesome match. If they had a Uso and Wyatt family level match and they won, that would have been better. But their match wasn't all that good. Kevin Owens and John Cena, great match, but it was just something. It just, I don't know. I couldn't put it over. I can't say it was better than the first one. Like, but if the first one was, not saying the first one's a 5, but if the first one's a 5, this one is like a 4.75. But this match of the night, in the ladder match, it just seemed like every match there was something missing. I can't put my finger on it, but it was just something missing. That's just the thing. This whole pay-per-view, it just seemed off. You got Sheamus winning, you got Rollins winning, you got.
What I told you, man, this shit. Before I even start telling you about the pick, man, I told you this shit just seems shitty. You know, and the way all these outcomes, man, it just seems just shitty.
Shit, man. I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully Battleground will be better, but
I think the fact that Brock Lesnar is gonna be in it, I think it's gonna be better.
yeah, Lesnar and Rollins should be good, and Cena and Owens. And I'm just trying to project what other matches there'll be. I think
we know 2 now for sure. Well, officially, obviously Rollins, Lesnar, and then Roman Reigns and Wyatt.
Yeah, I think that match should be good. Battleground might end up being a good pay-per-view, but I said the same thing about Money in the Bank, and then we got Sheamus. You know.
Anyway, me, I'm gonna give it a 5. Why am I giving it a 5? And why am I being harsh? Because, well, you know, when you get shipped, when you have Sheamus winning the Money in the Bank, which is supposed to mean something, I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't do it for me. I mean, listen, I love, you know me, man. I love the Primetime Players. I can dig that John Cena and Kevin Owens was the best match of the night, but like we said, man, this baby just has shitty. All over.
What do you think about this rumor that at SummerSlam is going to be Triple H versus Seth Rollins? Because they're saying that it's supposed to be Seth Rollins, newly turned babyface, going against Triple H.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it, but
I think you will lose some value in not having a rematch between Rollins and Lesnar at SummerSlam. I think you lose some value, but I mean, I'm not saying it will be a bad match. I think you can finish out the story. You know, but I mean, you can finish the Seth Rollins story. You know, have them do a face turn many different ways. But honestly, I won't be upset. I think it will be a good match.
So
I'm just saying.
I don't think this would happen, but I wouldn't put it past WWE. Seth Rollins beats Brock Lesnar. They do Triple H versus Seth Rollins. Triple H wins the belt.
Oh man, let me tell you, man. I don't know if I
that's H right there.
If that happens, man, I don't know if I could, man. I don't think I could do anything wrestling related anymore, man. If some shit like that happens, I'm sorry, man. But anyway, so yeah, that was now Battleground. That was Money in the Bank. So yeah, man. Raw. I know we spoke about some of the stuff from Raw. Obviously, Machine Gun Kelly getting powerbombed by Kevin Owens. Yo, that shit was cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That shit was cool, man. That shit was fucked up, but that shit was kind of cool. So, that was good. Obviously you have
his performance wasn't bad though. Like honestly,
yeah. Obviously you have Reigns, and Bray Wyatt doing their thing. Honestly, man, I hope something. I hope this is the story. Who knows, man? Hopefully, between Battleground and SummerSlam, man, you can see Reigns start coming out into his own and into the Royal Rumble, which God help us that he doesn't win it.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win the second year in a row.
That'll be crazy, man.
If he's gonna win the second year in a row, I think if Roman Reigns doesn't have the championship by the time the Royal Rumble comes, he's gonna win the Rumble. But if he does have the championship, I think Ambrose will probably win it, or Lesnar, because you could do a rematch of Reigns and Lesnar. But then again, I seen a leaked SummerSlam poster of Reigns versus Lesnar though, so plans change, but you never know.
But yeah, man, that was Raw. That was Money in the Bank. I know you want to talk about Tough Enough.
Yeah, don't you like that? It seemed like the last year WWE hasn't really been predictable. I like that.
Well, I want to say that. Oh, yo, hold up 1 second, man. Yeah, I promised my cousin I was going to do this, man, because I'm kind of doing the podcast and he's playing Call of Duty. He just got murked, man. He just got sniped, man.
Fucking
oh man, yo, you should have seen him, man. He got sniped, man. Yo, that shit was crazy, man. But oh man, he's pissed now. He's kind of pissed. But anyway, so yeah, that was that. I mean, listen, man, predictable. I won't say that, but I mean, I think with the Reigns situation on WrestleMania, I think that I didn't, I don't want to say we predicted it, but it was predictable, but because I think we all knew Reigns was gonna win.
Yo,
well,
you realize I want to bring this up. I do want to bring this up. I remember that Mania. I predicted a whole bunch of shit. I predicted Triple H was gonna go away, and I predicted Rollins was gonna cash it in.
Well,
and make it a triple threat.
Well, I know. I remember the Triple H. Now I don't recall the Seth Rollins stuff. So
I remember. I didn't say
give you full props on that, man.
No, I know. I didn't say that it was going to happen for definite because we was all like, "Yo, Roman Reigns is going to win it. Roman Reigns is going to win it." But then I was like, "But what? This is how." I remember saying it. This is how you do it without making anybody look dumb. I remember saying that Rollins could cash it in during the match, but I didn't say he'll pin Reigns. I said he would pin Lesnar though. But whatever. Anyway, before I get into Tough Enough, China posted a photo at WWE headquarters, supposedly.
Oh yeah, I want to see this picture, man.
I don't think it's real, but you never know. I just seen the picture of it, so I just had to bring that up. But anyway, Tough Enough. I'm just gonna go real quick about this. I watched the special. There was a whole bunch of. What I've noticed is there was a whole bunch of people that didn't belong there. There was this one guy, don't remember his name, black dude, stood there. And they said, "Can you tell us any crazy story that's ever happened?" So this dude just says, "I don't know." Right? So then he said, "What do you know about the WWE?" And he said, "Well, I'm not too familiar with it." And then,
are you serious?
Yeah, right. So then they he said, "I'm not too familiar with it." And then I can't remember if it was Billy Gunn or was it Booker T that asked him, "So what do you think it takes to become a WWE superstar?" So he said, "I think it takes a lot of charisma, determination, and perseverance." So then they just looked at him, and then they said, "How about before you decide to enter a contest, you at least do some research and see what you're getting yourself into?" And then there was these other two dudes that came in, and they was twins, right? Called the Kingdom twins. One is Jeremiah Kingdom, one is Nehemiah Kingdom, right? Two, like 6'7", skinny ass black dudes, right? They came and they're talking, and they made it through. They made the cut. These dudes, they make the cut, and maybe about like an hour later, they go to Al Snow. Not Al Snow. Fucking. I'm thinking of Tough Enough one. Fucking Booker T, and say, "This is not for us." And these niggas quit. So.
Are you kidding me,
So
man?
now look at this. those are two dudes that went through to the next round. They quit. You had this other girl. She cut a fucking promo about how she don't care about the tough enough competition. She just wants to wrestle, and all these other girls, they just there to be models, but she just wants to wrestle, right? So I'm pulling for this girl. I'm like, yeah, man, she seems like she real. She got tattoos. She seems like she would be like, if she made it, she would become big. She couldn't make it because they found out that she had like some heart condition, so she had to leave. Then they had my boy that he remind me of Bray Wyatt. He got so much charisma, and this nigga wrestles alligators, son. When you watch this dude, you will want him to win, son. Trust me, you're gonna be like, yo, that's the dude that I want to win. They cut this dude because they say that he don't look the part, right? So they cut him because they saying, his conditioning and all that wasn't all that good. So they cut him, and then they decide to bring him back because these people that they chose, they didn't work out. Mm-hmm. So this whole episode was a clusterfuck, but it was. Because it seemed like every single person that I seen, and I was like, I want them to win. They cut them.
And then they brought him back. That's WWE, man. What could you expect? I mean, come on, man.
And then, you know who the Big O is, right? Zack Ryder friend?
Yeah, I heard of him.
He didn't make it because... He should have made it, man. I don't give a fuck what they said. He didn't make it because he kept cutting a wrestler promo. They was like, stop with the wrestler stuff. Sometimes we just want to have a conversation. So I said, so first of all, he has the personality. He's a real wrestler. He's big as shit. He looks the part, but they didn't put him through just because he cut a promo. Because they showed when he was talking and he's saying, oh, they're gonna have to drag my carcass out of this ring to stop me from being a superstar or whatever, and that was somehow bad, I guess. I think they just didn't want him to go through because he was Zack Ryder's friend, but
that's probably true.
Whatever. Just for people who didn't see it, you should watch it. I'm looking forward to the episode. Oh, and this is one girl. Oh, I didn't even talk about the military dude that lost his leg. They got a one-legged.
Wait. What?
Yeah, son. They have a one-legged military dude up there, right? But he is that nigga, son. I like him, but it seemed like they was just turning into a sob story. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're trying to make, like, if he left, he had to leave because he couldn't do it because of some condition, like with his other leg or something like that. He couldn't do it. But I have a feeling that if he would have stayed on the show, he would have won, just because of the whole one-legged leg thing. But he was good. Like, he had personality. He could cut a promo. His practicing looked good to me. But it's just, and then they had another girl. They got another girl up there. She came out. She came out on Tough Enough and said that she was a lesbian and all that. And then they started this. Oh. Yeah. And then they started this whole lesbian thing. I can't remember if she's still on the show. I think she did make it to the next round. But we know what story. We know that's going to be one of the main stories. This lesbian. But there's this one guy. I think that he's going to be WWE's favorite. He looks like Roman Reigns, and this as best as I can say it. He looks like Roman Reigns mixed with Andy that won the last Tough Enough. So,
listen, man, I still feel some type of way, man. When it comes to that damn Andy that won the last one, man. That guy fucking sucked, man.
Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. But I think he's gonna win it. It's gonna come down. I want my boy. I want this black dude to win. This is black dude. I can't remember his name. But people that's listening, it's the black dude who cut that promo in the ring and said he got pissed off because he's trying to start a wrestling conversation with all the other people and they didn't know anything about wrestling. It's him. I want him or the dude that wrestled alligators to win. So, but just make sure you see it. It's on the network. Whenever you get a chance, just go on the network and watch the Tough Enough competition. But that's basically it, man. Just looking forward to it. I think the first episode next Tuesday.
Man, I don't know, man. I kind of want to buy the network, man, but then again, I don't want to, man. So I'm still on the fence about this shit, man.
Get it for free. It's free for new subscribers.
Oh yeah. And then I unsubscribe, man. Then I get it back for free the next month. All right.
Wait,
Oh man. Anyway, so I don't know what you want to do, man. When it comes to the Mets opportunity, I mean, now that we got the free time, I think we could do a whole episode.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do it now, it's up to you, man.
Say that for next episode. I'm a little tired, man. Say that for next episode. Yeah. To get your shit together. This time, make a list. Because last time,
man.
We just had my shit, and then let me just go. This will be a weekly thing. Let me just go through some of the shit that happened during the week. Tell me how you feel about it, and in the show, you know. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, that's it. I mean, I know we're trying to see if we can get a deal with maybe DraftKings, man. It's an advertisement, man. I just want to, tell any of our listeners, man. Listen, man. I was playing the other day, man. I was doing this contest. I put in $3, man, and I won $100, man. End the story, man. It was easy. All I did was just draft a baseball lineup, and I was able to win some money. So, I mean, we're trying to get a sponsorship with DraftKings. Maybe we could get like a hookup where like we have some sort of promotion with them or something like that. But man, this shit is cool, man. Want you guys to try that shit, man.
Well, son, did you know that? Well, we just promoted them for free, so.
Well, I know, but dude, hey, sometimes, man, you promote them for free. You'll never know, man. Maybe they might be listening, man. They might hook us up, man.
All right, so
I don't know.
So since we promoting for free, everybody check out CNC Music. my boy Cody Charles, man. About this news joint. Vince McMahon sent the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to the Chicago Blackhawks for winning the Stanley Cup.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
How you feel about that? You think this is Vince McMahon just being a good sport, or do you think he's trying to take a dig at CM Punk?
I think it's maybe both, but more or less it's just taking a dig. Because obviously we all know Punk is a big hockey fan. That's his thing, and I think it was taking a shot. But I mean I think it was being a good sport because I seen all the sporting franchise after they win the championship with WWE belts. Even though now regular season they have WWE belts. But I think even though I think this was being a good sport at the same time, I think it was taking a shot at him.
I wouldn't put it past Vince McMahon to do that, though.
No, of course not.
WWE report came out that they stopped using Christian because of concussion issues and that they just don't see the value in him anymore. They don't see the point.
Wow.
So, you remember the last time we seen Christian, right? He got hit with a briefcase and laid on the ground for about 20 minutes, and that was the last time we ever seen him.
Well, we'll call it that.
Dan,
we'll call it that, man.
That's theirs. But you know what? I've never liked Christian. Honestly, I've only liked Christian when he was in TNA, when he came back, and when he won the World Heavyweight Championship, and he had that feud with Randy Orton. That's the only time I like Christian. I've never liked his face. I've never liked his body. He's a great wrestler. I like his wrestling, but he never connected with me with that. I've never seen Christian as anything, honestly. Like, I've never seen him to becoming a World Heavyweight Champion, but that's just me. You can call me an asshole. You can say I don't know anything about wrestling. You
are an asshole, man.
But I just don't give a fuck about him. Fuck Christian. Okay, and another news. The winner of Tough Enough will make more money than the top NXT stars.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. They will make more money. They will be the highest paid.
But technically, they will go straight to NXT.
I think they'll probably. I don't think they'll probably go straight to NXT TV. They'll probably, be in developmental and learning. Like you can't ask me. I really don't know the. I don't know the stipulations of it. It's like because when you think about it, what's really the point of Tough Enough? Because like, what's really the point if it seems like it's basically just the same thing as just going down to the Performance Center and getting a tryout. It's just on camera.
It's all about the money, maybe.
Daniel Bryan says that his favorite moment wasn't WrestleMania 30. It was that time when they was all in the ring and during the championship thing with Cena and Orton.
Hijack.
He said it was that.
Oh, wait.
But he
wait. So that was wait. So that was when
TLC, like the week before TLC.
Damn, I can't remember.
Because he said it was actually his favorite because John Cena, he took him and then he just asked him what's his name. He said Daniel Bryan. People chanted yes. He said where you was from, and he said he's from Washington, Aberdeen, Washington. And then asked what his father did, and he said dad was a log scaler, whatever the hell that is. And people started cheering because log scaling, I guess, is big wherever part of the world they at. And he said that was the last time his father got to see him live or something like that. So that was his.
I think it rings a bell. Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, when it was all in the ring. You remember when when Stephanie was saying Triple H is one of the best ever, and CM Punk was behind him laughing.
Oh, wasn't that
The championship
what?
Ascension?
Yeah, when they were about to unify the belt.
Yeah.
And the crowd was chanting for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he said that was his favorite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Well, it makes sense. I mean, because that was kind of like an offshoot. Well, if you think about it, that kind of I don't want to say that kind of started everything, but I think that was when things started to get started to pick up on him. If you think about it.
Yeah. In another news, TNA is trying to sign Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, fuck TNA. That's all I got to say about that. I'm never going to waste my breath talking about TNA.
Oh. He shouldn't do that. He should stay with Lucha Underground. TNA is going to be no more by the end of September. So, okay. And the reason why Sheamus won the Money in the Bank was because he was supposed to win it the year before last, and they're just trying to make up for it because they wanted Sheamus to win it the year before last and cash it in on Daniel Bryan and win a championship, but Daniel Bryan got hurt, and because Daniel Bryan got hurt, and the crowd was changing on everybody, shit like that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I know, but
if that's the excuse that they want to give themselves, that's bullshit. Yeah, real tough, man.
The last thing, a new Sting DVD comes out around Survivor Series. So apparently,
I wonder when we're gonna see Sting again.
Yeah, so apparently that's when Sting may be returning, but you never know. So,
but anyway, yeah, man. Anything else, man?
I think that might. Oh, Adrian Neville said the whole Mighty Mouse thing was false. Like they never pitched anything to him about being Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what is he supposed to say? Yeah, they pitched that shit and I turned it down.
Exactly my point.
Paul Heyman wanted CM Punk to end the Undertaker streak.
And it should, I think we know both. It should have happened, man. It should have happened. You know what?
It could have been Punk.
If Punk would have done it, I would have been okay. If he never got the main event spot of WrestleMania.
Punk winning it would have been a bad choice, honestly. That's my opinion. Only because of what transpired. Only because he walked.
Well, yeah,
just because he left.
Of course, because but we don't know at that point. Well, then again, I think we kind of knew that he was kind of pissed off. But I understand where you're coming from. I'm just talking from a fan perspective. But thinking smart, you would think that of course you don't want to give it to Punk because how would you invest such a thing on somebody that just leaves the company? I understand where you're coming from, but as a fan of him, I would have loved.
Yeah, of course, nigga. We was there live. Can you imagine if he would have beat him?
That shit would have been crazy.
But I think we all in agreement. Like after seeing what happened afterwards, how Brock Lesnar's book, Brock Lesnar was the best choice. Now, if they would have, they almost fucked him up just because he wasn't defending the belt last fall, but they haven't bad news buried him. So I guess that's That's a win-win. And the last thing that I want to say, Ken Shamrock fights Kimbo Slice tomorrow night. Bellator MMA fight. You gonna watch it? I think it's on Spike TV.
What time?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's nighttime, but
We'll see, man. Because I might have to go to Yankee Stadium tomorrow to see my boy A-Rod hit 3,000 hits, man.
fucking PEDs, man.
Man, don't start with your shit, man. Because
That's
people in the wrestling industry do PEDs, man.
But it's fake though. That's a yeah. Let me get this out. This a story. This a conversation for another day. But this is what I want to say. For all the people that have a problem with wrestlers and steroids and always say, "Oh, wrestlers steroids," you do know it's not a real sport. So what's the problem? Arnold Schwarzenegger used steroids when he was training for the Terminator. So what's the difference? I can see if you're doing a competitive sport, baseball, football, basketball, and it's giving you an edge. But when you're wrestling and it's scripted, I'm not gonna say fake. It's scripted and it's planned out. I can see it can help your endurance, but what's the point? But that's just my opinion. But yeah, anything else you want to say?
No, man. That will be it, man. Let's go A-Rod, baby. 2,000 hits, man. That's all I got to say.
Fucking PEDs. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, hit the Twitter, GNJJShow.
Don't forget to subscribe, man, on iTunes, man.
Subscribe, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, TuneIn Radio, Spreaker, we're everywhere, man. Just Google us, search for us, man. Spread the word,
Spread the word, don't get murked.
Oh, and for people, don't forget, you need to support Ring of Honor Wrestling, Destination America. They have a pay-per-view tomorrow called Best in the World.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've seen a commercial about that.
Yeah, Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe, man. Television champion versus world champion. I'm not gonna buy it because I don't buy pay-per-view anymore. But if
the network fucked you up.
If I can fucking figure out a way to watch this shit, or I'm probably not gonna free stream it, but if I can get the Flips app on my PS4 and I can see how much it costs, if this shit costs less than, if this shit costs maybe like $9.99, I'll get paid tomorrow. I'll throw out the $10 and watch this show because I watched Ring of Honor last night and I watched the contract signing. It was actually good. Ring of Honor is actually good. It's an hour. It come on before TNA. I DVR'd it. It was actually good. If you like NXT, you'll like Ring of Honor. It's what a wrestling show should be. NXT and Ring of Honor are what wrestling shows should be. TNA, I watched a little bit of it, and I couldn't watch the rest. It's not interesting. The only thing that's interesting on that show is Ethan Carter III, honestly. And that's it. The former Derek Bateman, but I'm not going to get into TNA talk because fuck TNA.
Yeah.
So that's the show. I apologize. I was a little tired. I'll do some PEDs like A-Rod, and my performance will be good next episode.
That's an asshole.
So yeah, are we forgetting anything? Because before we go off, I don't want to forget anything.
My cousin keeps getting murked, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It just looked on the way to face, but hey, I'm just picking the truth, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, man. The parting words, man. Don't get murked, man.
Be safe. Don't go ass to mouth, and vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, you bugging.
I'm a heel, man. I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Don't get murked.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!